Welcome to beautiful Colorado Springs and Falcon Stadium. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. It's the Texas Tech Red Raiders and the Air Force Falcons. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline where she is keeping a close eye on some injury news that's unfolding.
Checking in with the Texas Tech head coach before the game. They have a lot of confidence in their backup this week. He was able to come in for their injured starter last week and have a very productive game. They like how he read the defense, how he got guys in and out of plays, so they are expecting to be able to really count on him here today in this big game. I'll keep you posted on how comfortable he looks starting out the first quarter. Reese?
We'll see what kind of impact that has, Holly. So the Air Force Falcons offense will dial up the first ball plays in this one. And this junior wide receiver is a focal point in their passing attack. He's a good route runner, good solid hands, and a big part of this passing attack. The throw, and he gets rid of it. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like, you could tell they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown.
They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. The Falcons will have it 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. On the move. Fires on the move. Complete to the left. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And the Falcons come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. From the gun, running back on the move. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Headed to the end zone, and he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Falcons! They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Red Raiders offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And here comes the junior quarterback to get things into gear. You want to talk about seeing the field. Last time out, better than 70% completion and more than 400 yards through the air. Wants to throw one first. Here comes the heat. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. To come to the line, hoping to get some of that yardage back from the 17. 2nd down, gonna throw it. Look out! And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. The loudest jet you can think of has nothing on this crowd as they try to help the Falcons on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Rush right in his face. Oh, he didn't get past the marker before starting his slide, and now it's 4th down. The Red Raiders will punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Going for the big play. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He's got it on the move. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. They are really clicking along, 1st and goal on just the 4th play of the drive. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Air Force. The AT unit on the field. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll give it on the counter. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Snapped it in the shotgun. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the 3rd down. And now this offense will try to overcome that 2nd down incompletion. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He'll pull it down and run. Didn't get past the marker when he started his slide, and now it's 4th down. And the Red Raiders will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. All the way back to the 15. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Quick give. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10. Well, guys, Air Force has the lead here. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the 1st quarter as we take a look at the stats. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Quick completion on the out route. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down. The Falcons have it with a 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35. 1st down sack pushes it back. Now it's 2nd down. 2nd down to the air. Buying time to his right. Still on his feet at the 45. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. In the dead center of the field as they try to convert this 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, pressure's coming. At the 40, there he goes. Breaks into the open. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Got a little space. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down and 2nd and 6. From the gun. Throws quickly. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. And the Falcons will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. From the gun. Intercepted, and that total goes first to 16. The offense starts this drive in the shadow of its own end zone. They'll go to the counter. Trying to take it back. Found a little space. He'll pick up 6 of the 14 as they have room to operate. The Red Raiders in the hurry-up.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry-up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Moving past the 25. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Drops back on first down. Got a man. It's James. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. Hands it off. And he stopped right there. No gain on the play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Tells to fake. Throws it deep. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Pulled down at the 45-yard line, and that's the kind of ball hawking a defensive coordinator loves to see. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Kept it on the ground. Now they'll throw. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Has no choice but to throw it away, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Falcons line up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Not a lot of room to make this catch. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarm him under for no gain. They'll run it. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21. Texas Tech will call a timeout. That's their first. They'll get together to decide how to play this 2nd down. They get to him, and down he goes, and that's the danger of trying to take a shot on 2nd and short. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Makes the grab on the right. Oh, there were a few steps there. He was thinking touchdown, but they finally get him down after the big pickup at the 25. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Quickly to the tight end. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. Timeout call by the Red Raiders, and now Texas Tech will have no more to use. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Looking to throw. Looking to get it in. And they will score. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
And finally, the offense strikes, man. Puts a drive together, gets points right at the end of the first half. Kudos to their defense keeping them in it. Now you got some momentum. Figure some things out at halftime. Right back in this ballgame.
And he's going to bring this one out. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Snaps it, they'll throw to start the drive. Back's got it on the screen. They make the stop, but a good pickup there on first down. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Crosses the 40. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. The run inside. It's Bell. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His
intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Snap on first down, wants to throw. He lost one down the sideline. He's got it down the field. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Falcons will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. The Red Raiders offense comes out ready to attack. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
The Cadets here doing their best impressions of a jet engine right on takeoff. Listen to this place. Pulls and fired complete. Nice move there. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. And the Red Raiders headed quickly to the line. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Turns up, it's Jenkins. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. They might want to find a way to put it in drive and go forward. It's 3rd and 16. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game, and someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
A high kick trying to pin them deep. Catch is made at the 15. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. First play of this drive. Makes the grab.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
It's complete on the right side. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
Great job by the defense here rallying to this wide receiver and making the tackle. He is dangerous. They don't want to let this receiver get behind them, but they know that when he makes catches, they better rally quickly and get this guy on the ground. He is fast.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming, and there it is. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. Still third down, but more ground to cover after the flag. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Falcons send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. Right side, it's Bear. There he goes. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. The Red Raiders moving quickly to the line.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Holds on, it's James. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. And the Red Raiders can really attack on this 2nd and short. From the gun, driven back. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. And the RPO got him. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. And here comes the field goal unit. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. That'll bring him to within 4.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
Deep in the end zone, it's Lavelle. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Bell. That keeps the running game churning. Pickup of 5 to the 23. Line getting set on 2nd down. Throws it off the RPO. He's down right there, short gain on the grab. And the Falcons come to the line needing just inches for the first down. Trying to squeak through the pile. Oh, he's got some space. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. The Falcons come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Got him on the RPO. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Hey, I'll tell you what, that slot receiver, he may not be the biggest receiver in the world, but he is shifty, and he runs really good routes. You saw it on that play.
Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Moving out to the right. At the 45 on his way. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. Very close to putting a bow on this one. Gives us a minute to check out the top 25 here in the final week of the season and to wonder what type of impact this result will have on these rankings. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Straight ahead, it's Bell. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming.
They've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense. And the Falcons pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. The Falcons come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
On target. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Got his man. Touchdown, Falcons. And they take it in for 6 more points. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he got that extra point through. No slipping on the snow. It was good. So an 82-yard drive there. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. The Red Raiders want to crank the tempo.
Man, this guy has had an amazing year all season long. He has stepped up and made plays for his team when they needed it most. And with that last completion, he's now crossed 4,000 yards passing for the year.
Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
And the Red Raiders, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line.
This defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's a big-time moment. In the 4th quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack.
Well, you got to give this defense credit. They have hemmed him in all game. There's been nothing for this guy running the ball, whether it's been designed QB runs or on scrambles, and a nice job there with great effort. Taking the angles away, they're able to hone in on him and get him down for a massive loss on that sack.
The loudest jet you can think of has nothing on this crowd as they try to help the Falcons on 3rd down. Works the middle of the field. They make the tackle, and it's short of the marker. It'll be 4th down. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Rushes on. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. Let's check in quickly with Holly Rowe.
Here on the Falcons sideline, the guys on the sideline are really talking about what's at stake right now. We know these 2 top 15 teams have an opportunity to get to the college football playoff late in the season, but right now is their opportunity to make some noise. Everybody's amped up, a lot of excitement and momentum. We'll see if they're able to finish out this game strong. I'll keep you posted on how they're doing down here on the field. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. So they'll use a timeout here. 1 more remaining, and of course the 2-minute stoppage coming up as well. It's inside, it's LaBelle. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. And the Falcons will punt it away on 4th down. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And that punt will make its way into the end zone, and they'll put it in play from their own 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. Tells the run, wants to pass. Pulls it in, it's Bear.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
The Red Raiders have it with a 1st and 10. Working the ground game. They got it blocked just enough, and a good gain on that run. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running.
Well, the interesting thing about a run here trailing late is the defense isn't expecting it. That's the good news. Bad news, though, is you're still trailing. You need to score quickly, which means you need to be throwing the football right now.
They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the 1st down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6. Long way to go on 2nd down. Trying to establish the run. Got a little press. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. And the Red Raiders want to pick up the tempo. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, we've got a chance at a finish.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
They got the touchdown they needed. Now trailing by a field goal, they'll line up for the onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
And you're just waiting for that right bounce, that right skip for that ball to get 10 yards to try to make something happen and make a miracle come to fruition. And, Palmer, it's not going to happen. The defense's hands team, they were ready, they were dialed in, and they get the football back.
Yeah, they fall on that one, David, and they can breathe a little bit easier now. But let's be honest, I mean, in college football, we've seen crazier things happen in these types of situations. The ball takes a crazy bounce. There's always a chance. You got to give the receiving team there a lot of credit. The hands team gets it done, and they win the game.